At some point, everyone has asked themselves, can I trust everything I see in my relationship? Sometimes the signs that something is wrong are right in front of us, but we tend to ignore them. Small changes in a person's behavior, body, or even the way they interact can be subtle signs of infidelity. In this video, we'll explore how to identify these hidden signs, which are often the first warnings that something is deeply wrong. From emotional behavior to physical changes, it's time to open your eyes and be aware of what might be at stake. Let's find out together how to protect your peace and your confidence. Without further ado, let's get started. Unexpected changes. What behavior in the body reveal about infidelity? When someone experiences an unexpected change in weight, whether gaining or losing, it can raise some questions. These changes, when combined with changes in emotional behavior, can be a sign that something is going on. For example, if the person becomes more reclusive, or, on the contrary, starts going out more, this could indicate that there is something to be investigated. These changes are not just superficial, they are often linked to emotional stress that can arise from a secret relationship. It's important to note that these transformations can be subtle at first. The person may not notice, and the partner may be confused. Conversations that were once frequent can become rare, and moments of joy can give way to periods of sadness or irritation. This emotional roller coaster is often the result of internal conflicts that can be generated by guilt or the excitement of a new romance. In addition, emotional stress can manifest itself in various ways. Some may become more irritable, while others may close in on themselves. This can make partners feel that something isn't right, even if they can't pinpoint exactly what it is. Observing these signs can be crucial to understanding what is going on in each other's lives. Changes in behavior can be a reflection of what is happening internally. If the person starts to behave differently, this could be a sign that there is something deeper at play. For example, the person may start to avoid certain places or activities that used to be pleasurable. This change in behavior should be a warning to try to understand the situation better. Finally, it is essential to have an open and honest dialogue. Sometimes what seems to be a sign of infidelity can have a simple explanation, such as stress at work or personal issues. Therefore, observing these changes and approaching the subject carefully can prevent misunderstandings and help resolve problems before they become bigger. Invisible signs. What mysterious marks may be hiding? Marks on the body, such as scratches, bruises, or hickeys, can be difficult to justify and often raise suspicions. If a person starts showing up with strange marks and can't give a clear explanation, it's normal for the partner to start questioning. These marks can be a visible sign that something is going on, especially when they appear in places that are not usually exposed. The problem is that these marks can be easily covered up with clothing, which can make it difficult to initially notice. However, when they do appear, and the explanation seems vague or evasive, it's a warning sign. A lack of clarity in the answers can indicate that the person is trying to hide something, which can be very worrying in a relationship. It's also important to consider the context. A person may have been injured during a sporting activity or even suffered an accident. However, when these explanations don't make sense or don't fit in with the way the person usually takes care of themselves, this can be a reason to be alert. The important thing is to pay attention to the pattern that forms over time. Communication is essential here. If marks appear that cause concern, it is essential to approach the subject sensitively and without accusations. Asking openly and showing concern can help the person feel more comfortable sharing the truth. This can prevent the situation from becoming even more complicated. Finally, it's always good to remember that trust is a fundamental pillar in any relationship. If trust starts to break down because of marks on the body, it's a sign that it's time to talk and work together to restore what may be being lost. Intimate changes. Sexual behavior. That may indicate something else. When a couple has been together for some time, it's normal for sexual behavior to follow a pattern. But if one of the partners starts introducing new practices or fantasies without warning, this could be a sign that they are drawing inspiration from experiences outside the relationship. This change can be disconcerting and often raises questions about fidelity. These changes can range from the introduction of new places to practices that have never been discussed before. A partner who used to be more conservative can suddenly be open to ideas that were not part of their repertoire. This can be a sign that the person is exploring new experiences with someone outside the relationship. It's natural for there to be room for sexual evolution in a relationship. However, a lack of communication about these changes can be an indication that something isn't right. If the person doesn't feel comfortable discussing these new things, it could be a sign that secrets are being kept. The introduction of new fantasies can also be a reflection of other relationships. If a partner starts to show more interest in something that has never been mentioned before, this can raise suspicions. Open communication about desires and boundaries is key to ensuring that both partners are on the same page. Finally, if changes in sexual behavior start to become a pattern, it is recommended that the couple talk about it. Honesty is the best policy, and approaching the situation with care can help clear up misunderstandings before they turn into bigger problems. Infections and intimate signs. What your health may be revealing. Symptoms of vaginal infections are something that many women face at some point in their lives. Itching, abnormal secretions, and discomfort in the intimate area can be very bothersome and, in many cases, are treated quickly. However, when these symptoms appear without an apparent cause, they can raise some concerns. If a woman is having sex with a new partner, these infections can be a sign that something is wrong. It's important to pay attention to these changes, as they may indicate the need for a more in-depth conversation about sexual health. In addition, it is essential that women feel comfortable discussing their intimate health with their partners. Lack of communication in this regard can lead to misunderstandings and mistrust. If a woman begins to experience symptoms that are unusual for her, it could be a sign that something has changed in her sex life. This change can be uncomfortable, but it is essential that she seeks medical help to understand what is going on. Ignoring these signs can aggravate the situation and lead to complications. Intimate health is an important part of any woman's life. The presence of infections can not only cause physical discomfort, but also affect self-esteem and sex life. When these symptoms become recurrent, it is crucial to seek answers. Consulting a gynecologist is a wise decision, as they can provide guidance on how to deal with these problems and what to do to avoid future infections. In addition, a proper diagnosis can clarify whether the origin of the problem is related to a new partner. Changes in intimate health can be a reflection of wider factors in a person's life. Sometimes these infections can be linked to stress, hormonal changes, or other health problems. However, when they arise in a context where there are suspicions of infidelity, it is important to consider this possibility. Honesty and transparency in the relationship are key to ensuring that both partners feel safe and respected. Finally, if a woman notices that she is experiencing persistent symptoms, she should not hesitate to seek help. Intimate health is an aspect that deserves attention and care. Talking openly with your partner and seeking a health professional can prevent the situation from worsening and provide a better quality of life. After all, communication and care are fundamental to a healthy relationship. Changes in intimate odor. The warning you shouldn't ignore. Changes in vaginal odor can be a delicate subject, but they are important to note. The natural smell of the vagina can vary throughout the menstrual cycle. But if a woman notices a sudden and unexplained change, this can be a warning sign. These changes can indicate the presence of an infection or even a change in the vaginal flora, which can occur with the introduction of a new sexual partner. This situation, although subtle, should not be ignored. When vaginal odor changes, it can be a reflection of changes in intimate health. If the vaginal flora has been affected, this can affect not only the smell, but also the feeling of comfort in the area. Many women may feel embarrassed to bring up this topic, but it is essential that they feel comfortable talking about it, both with a gynecologist and with their partners. Open communication can help clear up misunderstandings and foster an atmosphere of trust. In addition, changes in odor can be accompanied by other symptoms, such as itching or secretions. If these signs are present, it is even more important to seek medical advice. A gynecologist can help identify the source of the problem and offer appropriate solutions. Ignoring these changes can result in complications and ongoing discomfort, which could be avoided with a simple conversation and a visit to the doctor. The perception of intimate odor can also have an impact on a woman's self-esteem. Often, these changes can cause insecurities and concerns about attractiveness. That's why your partner's support is essential at this time. Talking about what's going on and finding solutions together can strengthen the relationship and ensure that you both feel comfortable and safe. Finally, it's important to remember that each body is unique and can react in different ways to different situations. Therefore, if a woman notices changes in intimate odor, she should try to understand the reasons behind it. Intimate health is a vital part of general well-being, and taking care of it is essential for maintaining quality of life and the health of the relationship. Excessive gynecological consultations. What's really behind them? An increase in the frequency of visits to the gynecologist can be a sign that catches the eye of any partner. If a woman starts going to the doctor more regularly than usual, this can raise some suspicions. Often, visits are seen as a necessary routine for a woman's health, but when this frequency is unusual, it's natural for questions to arise. After all, why are so many visits necessary? It's also important to look at the context of these visits. If a woman starts coming back from the gynecologist with prescriptions for medication or treatments that aren't discussed openly, this could be a warning sign. What is going on that justifies seeking medical attention? Lack of clarity can lead to mistrust, especially if the partner is unaware of the reasons for the need for so much attention to intimate health. What can be even more worrying are the signs of treatments that can indicate infections. Vaginal infections, for example, are a delicate subject and can often be the result of sexual relations with a new partner. When a woman begins to report symptoms or treatments, it is essential that there is open communication about sexual health and the possible risks involved. A lack of dialogue can create a space for assumptions and insecurities. On the other hand, it's also essential to consider that not every frequent consultation means there's something wrong. Sometimes, women may be more aware of their health, better informed about gynecological care, or facing personal issues. However, it's the set of signs that really matters, and if appointments increase without a clear explanation, this could be an indication that something is going on. Communication is key in this context. If a partner notices this increase in visits to the gynecologist, it is essential to approach the subject in a respectful and understanding way. Talking about intimate health can be a delicate topic, but it is fundamental for trust and clarity in the relationship. Ignoring or minimizing these signs can lead to misunderstandings and mistrust that could be avoided with open and honest dialogue. Intimate health at risk. What body changes may be signaling. Observations about intimate health can serve as a thermometer for the relationship. Changes such as itching, unusual odors, or abnormal secretions can be signs that something isn't right. When a woman starts reporting these symptoms without a clear explanation, it's natural to be concerned. After all, sexual health is a fundamental part of general well-being, and any significant change deserves attention. These symptoms can have various causes, but when they are linked to other changes in behavior, such as frequent gynecological consultations, the situation can become even more worrying. If a woman, for example, starts reporting constant infections or discomfort, this can lead to speculation about the possibility of a new partner. It's a delicate subject, but you need to be aware of these signs. Intimate health should not be taboo, and it is essential that there is a safe space to discuss these issues. A partner who shows genuine concern for their partner's health can help create an environment where they feel comfortable sharing any changes they are experiencing. This openness can make it easier to identify problems before they become bigger ones. It's also important to remember that intimate health isn't just about infections or discomfort. Changes in health can reflect emotional stress or relationship problems. If a woman is experiencing personal or emotional difficulties, this can manifest itself physically. It is therefore essential to consider the overall context of her life when assessing these changes. Finally, intimate health should be taken seriously and with respect. If a partner notices changes in this aspect, it is vital to approach it with empathy and understanding. Open conversations about sexual health can strengthen the relationship and help resolve problems before they become grounds for mistrust or separation. And so, we come to the end of this revealing journey. Now, what are you going to do with this information? The signs we've discussed today may seem small, but ignoring them can lead to emotional disasters. The key to a healthy relationship lies in communication, trust, and the courage to face the truth. If you notice something strange, talk. Honesty can save your relationship or free you from an unhealthy one. Have you ever been in a similar situation? Share your story in the comments. Your experience can help others to see better what is happening around them. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more reflections on relationships, love, and self-knowledge. Watch out for the signs, protect your peace, and always keep evolving. See you in the next video.